Tell somebody you weigh too much. Look what happens. He gets picked up and she starts running with him. But this is what I love. Because David switched clothes with Jonathan. Some of y'all still didn't catch it. Because David switched clothes with Jonathan. Some of y'all still didn't get it. Apostle, some people don't even understand that you switched clothes with their biological father and became their spiritual father. And what should have killed them could not kill them because you were calling them. Tell somebody you weigh too much. Look what happens. He gets picked up and she starts running with him. But this is what I love. Because David switched clothes with Jonathan. Some of y'all still didn't catch it. Because David switched clothes with Jonathan. Some of y'all still didn't get it. Apostle, some people don't even understand that you switched clothes with their biological father and became their spiritual father. And what should have killed them could not kill them because you were calling them. Tell somebody the covenant was ahead of you. The covenant was ahead of you. David switched clothes with Jonathan because David was next. But Jonathan knew he was now. And when the nurse picked him up, she dropped him on his feet. My only problem is, how you gonna have a title to pick me up, but when I fall, you give me no medical attention? Tell somebody, because it's bigger than this house. You came in to get marching orders from your apostle. You came to get an assignment from your apostle. You came to hear the mandate from your apostle. But you complaining about who dropped you. His feet is messed up, apostle, prophet. His feet is messed up because the enemy know he can't get your mind, so he'll try to mess up your walk. But what he messed up on is in chapter 4, when he got dropped. The king in chapter 9 is still calling for him. Is there anybody left in Jonathan's house? Is there anybody left in Newburgh? Is there anybody left in Newburgh? Is there anybody in Newburgh? Somebody shout glory! Somebody shout, I'm here. Look at your apostle, shout, I'm here. Look at your neighbor, shout, I'm here. Tell the enemy, we are here. Clap your hands and give God some praise. Tell your neighbor what chapter you in. Because in chapter 4 your walk might be messed up. But in chapter 9 the king is still calling you. And you know why the king is calling you? Because he wanted to see something different. He's tired of everybody who got the same walk. He's tired of everybody preaching the same thing. He's tired of everybody shouting over nothing. Where we gonna take the region? When you gonna speak to prime ministers? When we gonna do global business? Occupy the kingdom. Look at your apostle and first family and tell them we are here. One last minute. The king calls him. My problem is when the king calls him, Apostle Stevens, Apostle Stewart, Apostle Phelps. My problem is when the king calls him, Apostle Turner. The problem that I'm having is Ziba knows exactly where he is. But Ziba ain't trying to help him. Ziba knows he's in Lodabar, Micah's house. So now I'm trying to figure out how to Lodabar and Micah's house become of a conversation with Ziba when Ziba wasn't there, when Mephibosheth got dropped. Or unless Ziba must have planned the assassination. Because Ziba is a servant. And as long as servants are occupying stuff, sons will never get it. But your leader is raising you up to be sons and daughters in the kingdom. To sit at the table with prime ministers, to go before governors, because y'all ain't talking to me, to deal with the affairs of the economy, to understand economic revitalization, to understand the dynamics of the kingdom. This is not a shift, this is not a paradigm, this is a paragon. A paragon means there's a new standard that's being implemented, that's operating in excellence, that surpasses every standard that existed. And the kingdoms of this world shall be the kingdoms of our dear Lord. You got a general in here who's trying to shift you into the kingdom. Look at your neighbor and say, your walk ain't messed up. It just makes you distinct. So when the king calls you, we can see the difference between a son and a servant. We can see the difference between an heir, a recipient, a benefactor. Tell somebody, I'm an heir of the kingdom.